Okay, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be comparing the Devialet Mania against the LG Xboom XG7. And this is honestly one of my favourite budget speakers there is out there, portable ones obviously. But yeah, I really like this for the price. It's going for £100 right now, in like Curry's or pretty much wherever you get it, to be fair. It might shoot up to 200 again, but even for 200 this thing honestly is a steal. Yeah, I kept it as soon as I first reviewed it, and I don't regret it. It's honestly a bit of a steal for the money, and I think it looks much more expensive than it is. Obviously, sat next to the Mania here, it's looking a bit out of its league. But bear in mind the Mania is 700 and this is 200 at its best, at 100 right now. So it's going to be interesting to have a look at the spec sheet effectively, which we're going to have going on here. So I'm just going to read out, if you've already seen the Mania video, then some of these specs are going to be duplicated obviously, but you are getting the comparison against the XG7. So obviously, like I've said, the 700 versus 200 or 100 if you've got it on sale. The Mania has 360-degree sound, whereas the LG doesn't. The Mania has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, whereas the XG only has Bluetooth. The Mania has 4 speakers, putting out 95 decibels. The LG only has 1 woofer and 1 tweeter, like a big woofer here and then an oval one up the top right there. They only give you that in watts, so 40 watt in total. They don't give you a decibel reading on their website, so couldn't tell you that, but it's not as loud, I can tell you that much. You've got obviously lights on the XG7, whereas there are no lights apart from the battery indicator light on the Devialet, so you are missing that. Which might sway your opinion, probably not with a design like that, but yeah, the lights are cool. You've got this weighing 1.1 kilos and this weighing 2.5 or 2.3. So you've got a big weight difference there, which is obviously where you can tell that one's got extra speakers in it. However, the LG has a 3900 mAh battery, whereas the Mania has 3200. Bear in mind there are more speakers in the Mania. That's what gives it its only 10-hour battery life, whereas the LG has 24-hour, which if you're going to parties and carrying it around all day, genuinely is going to make a difference. That is a massive 14-hour difference between these two. Yeah, also it's a smaller, bigger battery, so you can tell LG have really focused on it being portable and taking it out all day or a couple of days and it lasting you, whereas the Mania is focused on a bit more design and actually sounding its price effectively. The Mania has an IPX4 splash resistant rating, meaning it's not resistant to dust, but it can resist splashes from like by a pool. The XG7 has an IP67 rating, meaning it's got everything the Mania does, but also dust resistant and slightly higher waterproof rating, if I'm not mistaken. I always get mixed up with those IP ratings because there's so many of them, and yeah, it's a bit difficult. So I'm going to do a comparison now, and then we're going to speak about the sound afterwards. Same song, 80% volume on both. So let me know what you think at the end.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare, 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me, that's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. I prayed for you and chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so. And now I'm chasing nightmares. I used to run with you through the great big leaves. Laughing you.
Okay, so yeah, you're the one who just heard that side by side, so you are going to have a better idea than me at this current point in time. But from where I'm sitting, the Mania is obviously better sound, and there is a noticeable better quality. But I notice with the LG, when you hear a thump from the radiators, that the vocals almost drop. I guess because it's only got that one tweeter, and the woofer's so much bigger that it just kind of drowns it out almost. Whereas the Mania is so much more balanced, and it is much nicer sound. However, if you're getting this for 100 and you're getting this for 700, this has 24-hour battery life, higher waterproof rating. This has 10-hour battery life, lower waterproof rating. Is there a £600 difference here? I'm thinking probably not. So if you're after the financial answer to this question, then yes, it's definitely the LG. But it really depends on what type of person you are. This is a portable, light-up toy almost, whereas this is more like a show-off piece of art to put on your mantelpiece or the middle of your dining room table. You wouldn't put that on there probably. So it is. I know it's a different market, but it's interesting to see. The Mania does outperform it in sound, and I'm glad to see that. But £600 more, you tell me.